schedule you did with that against Duke, and just your thoughts going to Clemson in this game?
I thought we played pretty hard against Duke, really, really hard. I thought we competed. Going back and looking at it, there's about a minute and 39-second stretch where they outscored us, when Nolan Smith outscored us, and that was the difference in the game. The rest of the 39 minutes, it was pretty much an even ball game. But our guys competed. We just didn't shoot the ball well. But I think these guys know from our conversation yesterday, we want to win those games. So we got another opportunity on Saturday against a Clemson team that's got off to a decent start, good start, and it's a road game in another hostile environment.
Hey Frank, is there anything you can conceivably do to keep Reggie out of foul trouble? I don't know if you talked to the refs before, or anything you could play to sort of...
Reggie had 2 fouls that were, he can't get, though. I mean, he had 2 where he was 35 feet away from the basket. He doesn't need to be out there trying to pressure the ball, and he's not, Gary Payton. He's not going to steal the ball from anybody out there. So those plays he's got to take out of his game too. But there's no question. I mean, it's factual. When he's on the court, we're much better offensively and defensively. So he does a lot of things for us. We got to keep him on the floor. He's got to work at it. And I don't want the bad fouls. He's going to fall into some fouls because he's a big guy. And but the ones that we don't want him to, need him to get are the ones that just he doesn't have to. The reaching foul, his second foul, his first and second foul was he didn't need to get either one of those fouls.
I know when you look at film, you're probably looking to see where mistakes were made. But what do you build on? What were the positives that you can emphasize going into this game?
Oh, we were tough. We were physical. We guarded them. Duke's averaged 90 points a game. We saw them again last night. They're the machine. We defended them well, and we rebounded well. We out-rebounded them. That's something that Duke has done against us the last couple times. They've out-rebounded us, and it was. There's no question our guys didn't have any fear, and we were competing. We were very competitive in this game.
So that mentality, that's it's good to see that mentality from your guys in that environment.
No question. But we're older. This team went through a lot last year, and I think the schedule we played this year, we've been in some hostile environments already. So I think our guys were. There's no question that's a tough place to play, but our guys handled it well. So there's no question we can take that from the ball game.
I know you get a game like that game out of the way early like that in the first place.
Because it's Duke, just get it out of the way.
Yeah. Well, no, it was a measure for your team also.
You know what? I don't even think about it like that. It's just we gotta win. We want to win. So that was an opportunity to play the #1 team in the country on their court. That's a tremendous opportunity, and I thought our guys went in with the right mindset. We just were not able to come away with the W.
Are they better than they were last year, Duke?
I think they're definitely as good. I think they're as good. I don't know. Time will tell. You got to give it some time.
Because I know that they're already talking. Are they going to go undefeated?
Well, we'll see.
What about Clemson? What difference does you see in Clemson?
Clemson is a different style. They play a different style now. They're very aggressive. Not that they weren't aggressive before, but they're not as pressing up and down. In terms of the tempo, is totally different. But they're extremely physical in the paint. They play very good defense, half-court defense. They run a lot of sets, motion offense. We got to be on point. I think the kid Durand Grant is a very good post player. He doesn't miss many shots, and he's tough in the paint. And there are 2 guards. Young and Stitt are outstanding. And, Malcolm and Durand's going to have their hands full with those 2 guys.
Can you just talk about, how much this team has grown from last year when you got that first 6 of 9, were on the road, and how much more prepared are you now for this road schedule this year?
Well, I think there's no question this team is really equipped to do better than we did last season on the road. We're older. Even when I say that we're older, we're still all, we're juniors and sophomores, not freshmen and sophomores. But this team, guard play is important to be able to win on the road. And I think Malcolm and Durand, I wouldn't match them up with anybody in the league in terms of my faith and confidence in those guys. So, we're going to be ready to compete on the road this year. There's no doubt about it.
Frank, just to go back to Reggie, is there one thing that with the fouls, is it a matter of not moving the feet? Is it rhyme or reason to, or is it shifting one game and say he's reaching another game that he's fouling too high up the court, or
Yeah, I think he's just got to be smarter, George. I mean, I think he's just got to be smarter. You know, when I say he's going to fall into fouls, Reggie, because he's so big, you know, and yeah, sometimes there's a point where you got to be, you know, not be so lazy. You got to do your work early and establish your positioning. But there's a lot of times I think Reggie gets fouls called because people just run into him and they foul, you know, and he's got good positioning. So the fouls he doesn't need to get are the ones where he's reaching and taking, you know, just gambling and those plays he doesn't need to do. You know, we need Reggie on the court. So those are fouls that they're easy foul calls, and he doesn't need those. We need the questionable ones that they're going to stay in play.
How do you fix that? I mean, is it something you can work in practice, or it seems like it's in the flow of the game that this happens?
No, he gets a little antsy. It's all maturity. It's all experience. You know, I think you know, Jimmy Graham had a problem with fouling. You know, a guy like Reggie, like Jimmy, who's got a strong body, you don't play with your hands. You play with your chest, your back, your hips, and that's how you play defense. And if he does that, he's fine. You know, but when you get in the flow of the game, sometimes it's reactionary, and it's going to take a little time in terms of just maturity.
I guess what kind of challenges does Clemson present for Reggie in this game? He's talked about them being such a good team in the low post.
They're not going to let us just throw the ball in there. He's got to work a little bit, and he's got, you know, we always say that the terminology, do your work early. He's got to really be on point and understand that he's got to work a lot harder. He may not get first shot post-ups. He's going to have to continue to work because we're going to get the ball inside to him. He's a big part of our offense, and we got to play through Reggie.
I guess for both of the players, just going to
Do I need to
do
move this?
Yeah, please.
just for both of you guys, going to Clemson, the challenge, and what you guys got out of the Duke experience.
Well, it was a good experience, knowing that you don't always get that opportunity, and I think we was well prepared for that game. And then, like Coach said, we went in there and gave it all we got. We played hard. We just didn't come out with the W. But now we just got to move on to the next game, and the next game is what's more important, not the next Duke game. So this is what we've been preparing for. We want to go there, go in there and play hard, just like how we played Duke, and just try to come out with a W this time.
For me, just it being my first ACC game, playing away, you know, the atmosphere and stuff, surprisingly, since we played against teams like Memphis and Rutgers, didn't really get to me personally, and I could tell with the team, we weren't really shaken up by the crowd or by the environment. You know, we kept our focus, our intensity, and you could feel it throughout the whole game, throughout the whole team. And going in this Clemson game where it's going to be similar, just, you know, guys are working hard, and this team is a little bit more fast-paced. It's going to be a similar thing. We have to keep our intensity and our focus so we can keep producing.
Coach mentioned it earlier, just the importance of winning on the road. You know, you guys have to win on the road, you know, to make the tournament. Can you just talk about that, both of you guys, and just what it's going to take to do that?
With this game coming up, it's just going to be execution, both offensively and defensively. We had, like we were talking earlier about, you know, Nolan hit those 3 threes in that minute 39. Those are the plays we can't have slip-ups. We have to keep our consistency. And then on offense, you know, limiting turnovers, being smart, you know, good shot, great shot, things like that.
Honestly, I agree exactly what Erik just said, but just to add, we just got to go in the game. We just go in every away game. We just focus and just everybody just basically being together.
During you were here for last year, what just that 6 for the first 9 on the road in the ACC? How tough was that for you guys mentally to deal with, and how different are you guys as a team? That's the same question I asked Coach earlier. You know, to deal with this road schedule now.
Well, I think compared to last year, we're more mature and more together, and everybody's more on the same page, more focused. Just everybody's more as one, and I think everybody's feel the way I do, feel more comfortable with one another, just going out there playing, and I think that's just the difference between last year and this year, and we just want to go out there and just play hard and just do exactly what the coach said, and I think everything should work out just fine for us.
Winning on the road in the ACC, right? Obviously, you want to win all your games, but just to get over, is it a mental hump, or, you know, just to get that first one and get that?
Well, we got to get the
out of
first
way?
one. I think, you know, you look at, I don't know how many coaches in our league, man. I think maybe only 2 have a winning record on the road. So it's obviously extremely hard to do. You know, I think Mike at Duke and Roy, maybe the only 2 teams in our league that have winning road records in the ACC. So it's a very difficult thing to do, in this league, and, you know, we can't let one game make us or break us. I think that's the focus in getting in league play. No one game is going to make our season. No one game is going to kill our season. And we're going to attack each game as an experience and opportunity to do well, to get ourselves in postseason. This Clemson game is our next opportunity. I think, you know, you have to be tough to win on the road. You have to be, these guys touched on it a little bit in terms of just focus. Execution is so important on the road on both ends of the court. And all these things to me are important home end. But you got to really, you know, I want us to have a mentality of just togetherness. You know, when you're on the road, you really got to be together. And you can't be distracted. You know, Clemson, I think one of the great venues in our league in terms of home court advantages. It's right there with the Virginia Techs and the Dukes. So it'll be a great experience for our guys.
What has been your impressions of the league after the first couple months, if you've even had a chance to sit down and look at everything around?
Focusing on Clemson right now, so they're a good ball player.
Coach RPI, you know, is up there.
Yeah.
So again, it's playing tough opponents that obviously this has to help you up into this point, but it also shows that you know you've taken a tough road to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, that's why we're in good shape. I think, you know, we're 11-4. We got the second highest RPI in our league, so we got to just do well in the league play, and that's what it all boils down to getting yourself in postseason. Is you got to do it in league play, but we're definitely in good shape in terms of one category, one thing that they look at. That selection committee is our non-conference play and RPI right now. So it'll only go up in league play if we're able to do what we need to do.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.